Hello, y'all. It is May 11th as the time of recording, and I'm here to give my little professional opinion on this darn on Shelly Luther situation from Texas, honey. So Shelly is a fellow beautician who decided to defy the order, and I don't necessarily blame her, but this is where the conundrum comes in. She defies the order, was detained, and it has sparked a national outcry with her in particular. So much so that Senator Ted Cruz done came down after she got released. Now she was in jail for simply not apologizing to the judge for potentially putting people's lives in danger. Although I don't see where the livelihood will put in danger when you have pet shops and everything else able to darn gonna operate. Yet we darn gonna are you know I'm going to get into it in a moment, but she didn't apologize. She was detained. She was let go. She went back, and now she has raised upwards of $500,000. She was recently interviewed on The View, and people was wondering, well, you got $18,000 in the loan 2 days before um, the sentencing or whatever. Why did you still felt the need to work in the salon? And my thing is this: must be nice, must be nice. Because honey, ain't none of us got no damn loan, honey. So she got loans talking about she ain't know what the loan was for. I was like, girl, who doing your loan? Like you didn't have an accountant over there. You did the shit yourself. Because that shit's quite complicated. I got a background in business, and even if I was a darn on actual, on the brick and mortar, that's quite a bit of tedious paperwork, baby. And it's like, so it stands that I know she could not have filled out the shit herself, and she talking about she didn't know about the legalities of what the loan was for. She said the shit she applied for multiple ones, and I'm like, well, are they both from the same amount? Because she said one hit the account, but she didn't get no guidelines on it. And I can understand the confusion because if she applied for a self-employed one, she legally cannot use it to pay off expenses for the other people because they are independent contractors. But if she applied as a business owner under the guise of helping to maintain baseline employment, and this is where it gets confusing because technically they are independent contractors, but they're not fully independent because they have to operate within certain guidelines of the spa. From what I'm understanding, she operates, from what I'm seeing, much similar to Hand and Stone. Like my girl, I know a person who works at the Hand and Stone, and even though she's quote unquote an independent contractor, her job is paying her a base salary for being out of work until June. They are not opening back until June. And even though she technically is considered independent contractor, they are now getting paid through Hand and Stone a certain base level salary. They have to follow certain like they have to the products and everything is provided by Hand and Stone. You got to use their particular line and everything else, but still you're considered 1099 if that makes sense. You're not a full hourly employee. You don't get paid by hour, you get paid by commissions and stuff like that. But they do give a base salary. So I'm assuming she operates under the same guidelines, and considering up until 5 minutes ago, most of us didn't qualify, self-employed gig workers didn't really qualify for these types of loans, especially unemployment. That's where it gets tricky because all this shit is new to us. So maybe she was coming at it from that perspective. But in addition to that, she got the third degree. She held her own on The View, honey. I was like, come on through, Shelly, honey. Now, she was darn gone shaking a little bit like darn gone Miss Amy Klobuchar, honey. Shake, shake, shake. Oh, shake, shake, shake. Shake that hairline. Shake that hairline. Honey, she had a little twitch with her, honey. She was getting a little bit press, 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 press. I don't need none of Whoopi's miss. Honey, she was getting real press on Whoopi. Whoopi and darn going my old girl was my Afro Latina. Sunny Houston, honey. She was not here. And I would have thought, Megan would have been the trigger for her. But it was like, it was darn gone, Senorita darn gone Houston, honey. Senorita Houston was darn gone rubbing darn gone, Shelly Luther the wrong way along with Miss Whoopi. Now Whoopi darn gonna try to clean it up a little bit more, but honey, darn gone Sonny was trying to be old bold professional prosecutor, and Shelly wasn't here for this. She just told you, bitch, I didn't darn gonna bow down and brown nose to the motherfucking judge. I damn sure ain't about to brown nose to a former prosecutor turned darn gone commentator now turned darn gone ABC darn gone advisor, bitch. That's what I was getting. That's what I was getting from darn on Miss Shelly with her darn on Amy darn on Twitch, honey. She was giving Amy Klobuchar a run for her money. But she was darn on spitting out them facts about, well, of course, it's going to be an uprising in cases because people are now getting tested. It's like, of course, there's going to be more cases because, once again, the stats already show that half of the U.S. population is going to contract the virus regardless. It's just a matter of time of getting people treated. It's not about whether to avoid the virus. I'm so sick of people talking about, oh, you're staying at home to help minimize the spread of the virus as far as not contracting it. No. People are going to, half the population is going to get the virus before you come up with a viable vaccine. And most of us is going to have to develop a natural immunity to the virus. You're just trying to lessen the amount of people who come seriously ill with it, and you're minimizing the spread to not overwhelm the hospitals. That's it. So you're playing on semantics, acting like us staying in the house is somehow going to eradicate the virus. No, it's just minimizing it, delaying the inevitable. But the thing is, depending on the hospitals, here's where the conundrum comes in, because I know she's telling the truth, because in North Carolina alone, there are certain hospitals where it's only 1 or 2 people in the waiting room. Where normally it used to be an 8-hour wait time just on a normal given day. Now it's darn gone hell, you can't hardly find nobody to go to the motherfucking hospital. So to the point where she was right, they ain't really had nothing to clap back to say when she was saying, well, what about the nurses who are being furloughed? Hell, you have nurses now applying for darn unemployment because there is not enough people even going to the damn hospital. Y'all saying that the coronavirus is darn gone causing an overstress of nurses, and yeah, that's the case in certain areas such as New York. New York, this is what dreams are made of. Yeah, it might be in New York, but not in North Kakalaki, bitch, the 2 seats. Not in darn going 2 up, 2 down, motherfucking VA, bitch. Not in darn going Georgia. Not in South Carolina. Not in Mississippi, bitch. Not in darn going Kentucky, Alabama, Louisiana. Well, no, sector, I take that back. Back it up. Honey, Louisiana got their problems. But H-Town, honey, darn going Queen Bee, baby. Got the darn on cars lined up like darn on Maywater, honey. I mean, not Maywater, but Amwater. I seen that darn on movie starring Taraji P. Henson as Amwater from none other than North Kakalaki, baby. Miss Amwater darn on converting the darn on Klansmen over to the darn on righteous side of equality and helping the darn on desegregated schools. If y'all haven't seen Taraji P. Henson darn on depict Miss Amwater, honey, and darn on the best of enemies, y'all better go to Hulu and check it out. She darn gonna convert a full-fledged Klansman and to darn gonna voting to desegregate the darn on schools, baby. Honey, that was a damn good movie, baby. But honey, darn gone, they had them cars lined up at Miss Tina Turner, and darn gone Beyonce, Miss Savage, honey. Savage daughter done got the darn on cars lined up like Amwater had them cars lined up to go to that white man's gas station. They tried to blow up his gas station when he darn on revoked his darn on own Klansman badge. He said, I don't need to be in the darn on Klan. I no longer feel that white people are superior. And ripped that motherfucker up and darn on voted for darn on desegregation, bitch. But on a more serious note, back on to Miss Shelly. Now, this is where the hypocrisy is coming in. I seen Roland Martin's commentary too. It's like, yeah, Shelly, I can't give you too much credit for this because there are some black sisters who actually got arrested for doing essentially the same thing. And I would love to know who those black sisters was, because I would have put some money on their darn gone books, honey. I would have put some money on the books. And I would have donated to their GoFundMe. Honey, Miss Shelly it became such a darn iconic figure. Even though it's like she ain't the only bitch out here struggling. Like, she was already in a salon that was doing good. She was already approved for darn loans and shit coming. Some of us couldn't even get no damn loans. So while y'all done gave her $500,000 to the point where she can darn tell them loans to return to sender, honey, some of us is trying to get get skincare products and stuff off the ground under more duress circumstances. Like, I wasn't planning on pushing darn on skincare products for the next couple months, but now I need to push some skincare products to keep on surviving. Scratching and surviving. Good times. Easy credit layoff. Good times. Can't live without them. Good times. Honey, this ain't no damn good time. It's a darn oxymoron, bitch. A complete misnomer. But what is not a misnomer is them darn 500K stats waiting on darn Shelly Luther, honey. And it's like, once again, must be nice. Wait a minute, I was off, honey. Must be nice. Must be nice. Honey, must be motherfucking nice. Must be nice. Must be nice. It must be nice. 500 motherfucking K, bitch. Hell, let me darn do a protest here in North Carolina. I might do a little bit more better. We do have a liberal governor. Oh, no, second thought. Hell, we'd be better off having a conservative governor under this type of circumstance. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to adjust my darn. I finally got me a new phone case, y'all. But this darn thing, it always gets sticky and I don't like this thing. I'm gonna have to get me another phone case, honey. But anyways, okay. Back to Miss Shelly. Honey, I don't blame her. I don't blame her, because technically, once again, why we can't go back to work when we already wear gloves, where we already darn got access to LED therapy lights, oxygen therapy to help darn take down corona in the air, all this good stuff. Why is we subject to still be on restriction, knowing that damn well half the U.S. population going to contract this shit in the first place, and it's going to naturally be a 3% mortality rate regardless. Even with the darn development of a vaccine, the same number of people die every year of the common flu. Not to darn minimize the shit, but I'm just saying. Even with the vaccine, you still have people darn die in the same numbers for the common flu and pneumonia. So, is we still gonna be freaked out when similar people numbers still die after coming out with said vaccine? Even when y'all create the vaccine and similar people still die of the pneumonia? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm too lazy to even put up the camera. So I promise tomorrow I will do better. Oh shit. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Okay. But I got a special treat for y'all this upcoming week. I finally will be utilizing this good old bad boy right here for a certain project on my main channel, DivaWuan. So y'all look out for that. Because I'm actually going to work some loopholes, honey. Yeah, I mean, if Shelly can do it, I can do it too. Except I'm going to be a little bit more crafty with mine. Because technically, I done found the loophole against this darn gone not being able to work. Technically, they ain't say nothing about family members, close friends, and doing services for free. So I'm finally going to start doing some darn on marketing demonstration with my darn on services of what a girl can darn on offer. And I dare for somebody to come knock on my door. Because technically, honey, you damn sure can't tell friends and family that we already surrounded by that we have to darn on be socially distant. So I got a little loophole of my own coming up soon. And I dare for them to try to knock on my door. And if they do, honey, I want y'all to donate to my darn gone bail, honey. Y'all better donate to my darn gone bail, although I don't see it going that far with me, honey. Because like I said, I'm not in no darn on salon. And I damn sure ain't about to have 20, 30 plus people running in and out my house. Nah, there's a select few group of darn on people that I know. So, yeah, I'm going to keep it pushing over here because like I said, up until a minute ago, a girl didn't get no notification about my darn on PUA. I didn't qualify for traditional unemployment. But here comes the good news, y'all. Honey, they finally, I sent in a letter. I broke down Saturday. I said, bitch, it's been past 10 days. I ain't heard shit. They ain't called me about this darn going work because they flagged one of my weekly certifications as if I refused the job. And I was like, what are y'all talking about? I ain't refused no damn job. I got furloughed. So I finally did a handwritten, a typed note explaining about how I misinterpreted the question. You know what? Yeah, I'm so sick of this damn camera. Yeah, I don't give a damn. I'm going back to using my phone, honey. But yeah, I had to explain that situation in regards to I misinterpreted the damn question if they needed me to verify anything. And it's like I don't know where I needed to verify at that point. It's like you got my manager's number, my supervisor's number, corporate. Honey, so finally they gave me the news that a girl was improved, baby. I was improved. And they backdated me. Now, I applied, this what was confusing me. Because I was like, okay, is they going to backdate? Because I was hearing that they were only backdating it from when you applied. So y'all know I had to reapply on April 26th. I was like, well, damn, can they at least give me the week of April 21st? Because I had to apply through, unemployment first to get, denied for me to get the PUA. Honey, they did me one better. They went all the way back to March 15th for me and let me get unemployment from March 15th to whenever I get this damn card in the mail. So they say the card tends to be issued 10 days from the date of when you got approved. So I got the notice on a Sunday, and that was surprising because I'm thinking they didn't work on Sunday. I'm thinking they off on Sunday. But honey, I sent the notice on Saturday, hoping that they would see it Monday, and then I get an answer maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. Honey, they done saw that shit on that same day. Honey, I don't know how it was, but I caught somebody just in time. They had to be looking into my file because I sent that notification. I sent that letter to them, and it wasn't 24 hours later. They finally darn gonna release my shit, and it wasn't no delay. It's like that because it tells you that the correspondence was sent and all that. So it's like it was just divine timing, baby. But anyways, they backdated me all the way till March 25th. I'm pulling up my email now to see. No, I need to pull up the calendar. That's what I need to pull up. So, of course, yesterday was Mother's Day. So 10 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. So that'll be around the 21st. Well, hell, right on food stamp day. Ain't that something, honey? Shit, get the food stamps and my back pay, bitch. So I get that, but here's what they say. They say that the extra $600 a week is paid separate, but it will hit the same day. Now I'm trying to figure out how that'll work. Like, is it all going to be hitting my account all at one time? I would think maybe so. So now with the extra $600, that is backdated to March 29th. So I'm owed for the week of March, the March 29th, all of April, and basically all of May. Because by the time this card gets to me, it'll be like the 21st of darn on May. So it's like, yeah, or even later. So it's like I'm basically owed all of darn on May, all of April, and that last week of March. So that's what they're giving me for the 600. And oh my goodness, that it is like, thank goodness, thank goodness. I've been waiting so fucking long, and I didn't even think they was gonna give it to a girl. I gave up. My aunt stuck on to me and told me to keep on applying, just keep on applying or whatever. I was feeling darn gone doubtful because it seemed like she applied for the shit, and but see, she got it through traditional unemployment because she don't worked at the schoolhouse for over a year, so they was able to give her shit within two weeks. I mean, within 2 weeks with the card and everything. Like, she was approved within the next 2 days, and she waited about 2 weeks for the card and got everything. Me, it's like it's a whole month process for me, honey, because I applied first on the 21st, and then ironically I won't get the card until like the 21st of this month. But honey, it's a blessing in the end because, like I said, that'll be enough money for me to finally search for a place to get on up out of here. I know some of y'all, and I've been looking at some of y'all comments. I ain't even had time to respond back to comments on my video that I just uploaded. But let me read through some of these comments on live real quick. I mean, not live, but you know what I'm saying. It's my May 7th vlog when I was walking to the store. So far it's 7 comments. Oh, I see quite a few new people on here. Okay. I know they say that, Stephanie. Yeah, it's like with the mask, you really don't supposed to be touching your face like that. I don't reuse my mask. These types of masks, I definitely, when I take them off, those are the ones I don't use. Now, I do got a cloth mask. Shoot, I thought I had it over here. Where is my darn? Oh, shoot, it's in my purse. But I do have cloth masks that I wear around just walking down the street. And then I have the actual N95 mask on. But those I throw away. So, yeah, I don't really worry about that. And then I also change my gloves even within the store. Like, if I take them off and then reapply if I accidentally touch myself. So I always carry an extra pair of gloves regardless. But yeah, you definitely supposed to refrain from touching your face. RTs, honey, if I get this darn on house that I've been looking at, honey, y'all be able to see me darn on do some more videos outside, honey. So hopefully I'll be able to be outside a lot more often. For obvious reasons, I can't be outside within like I said, with the ratchet neighbors and shit. I can't. Hey, Mademoiselle Marie. I always love when she darn on gives me comments in the she always commenting with the hearts and stuff. I look, or as they say in Wakanda, honey. Well, that's the side language for love as well, but and people nickname this the Wakanda symbol. So shout out to you, Mary. Honey, you're gonna be in for a treat, Ashley, when you darn gonna get off of work and watch this, honey. Then we got, let me see. Oh, we got a new person. Okay, come on through, trade, honey. Honey, we appreciate everybody over here. From the films to the trades, baby. Come on through, trade. You investing in a new phone too? What phone you investing in? See, I got me a humble, Samsung A50. Yeah, it's a Samsung Galaxy A50. This is what I got, and then I got this case off of eBay for like $6. So $6.50 for the case. $2.99 for the phone. Y'all know I'm through straight talk, honey. Honey, I wasn't about to go too fancy and be paying no monthly payment for no darn on, Samsung S20 and all that. But honey, feel free to tell us what phone you getting trade. And then, last but not least, oh no, it's two more. Black Indians. I'm laying in the bed under the air conditioner, but I enjoying this little walk and talk outside. Oh, well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Black Indian. Come on through. HPK Conjurers, really focusing on your business. If you get a car and use it as a business, you can have mileage, usage, and tax deduction and the vehicle. So if you get your back pay, focus not only on your other goals, but your business ones too. Well, the business one, I told y'all I'm working on getting I'm working on getting my skincare line together. But it's a lot of stuff with that. You got to think about testing out the efficacy of the products, mixing certain products, what goes with which, especially when you're dealing with acids. Certain acids don't like to play with other acids. You got to think about ingredient labels and stuff that you can put on, and then your proprietary ingredients that you can omit, and what's the code name that you're going to use for those proprietary ingredients. Like, it's a lot of marketing going into it, a lot of chemistry and product formulation when creating your own stuff, even if you're doing it from the kitchen. It's like, with my background, it's still a lot of forethought to think about in regards to the business, and it's going to take some time, even with sourcing the containers that I use. I'm navigating through manufacturers to source the glass containers, because I don't want no plastic. I want glass containers. I want them to be dark, because with dealing with acids, you don't want them to be exposed to direct sunlight, especially certain oils as well. So I'm going to have dark colored amber glasses for my products. As far as my body butters and stuff, they're going to be, natural. Also, I suffer from eczema. So for my people who deal with eczema, it will not contain products such as petroleum, phenoethanols, and all of those stuff that can be quite triggering to people who have, eczema prone skin. So it's a lot in regards to coming out with my own skincare line. Right now, I still am a faithful supporter of quite a few lines, including Sarcadia. That's the one that I am pushing right now, which I still stand by. I got a couple videos to do on them to give y'all more information about that. And if y'all need some products shipped to y'all, I now can offer finally drop shipping, and that will be explained on my beauty channel. In addition to that, I will have a certain amount of products stocked up, so when people come see me personally, they don't have to wait. I have some products to have to them, to give to them right there on the spot. And then my mentor is coming out with a new kit for men, and I'm glad she is coming out with one, because I need it for myself, because I still deal with these darn barber folliculitis until the laser technicians can open up and I can see about finally getting laser hair removal. But I still deal with men who don't necessarily want to have laser hair removal, and women who suffer from hydrotrutium, which is a medical condition which causes excessive hair growth within the face. Not to be confused with hydrotortuosis. Hydrotortuosis is where you have the propensity to excessively sweat. Hydrotrutium is the excessive hair growth. I know they sound similar, but two totally different, medical conditions. So for my women who are prone to that hydrotrutium, where you can grow excessive hair, don't worry, I got you covered as well. My men, honey, Stephanie Lanes got y'all covered, and I'm going to be retailing the kits soon as she comes out with them, honey. I'm going to be the first test dummy when she comes out with that kit, because y'all know I'm just 15 minutes from Fort Bragg Air Force Base, and I still have quite a few Army clientele come to me. Not lately because of this darn Rona, honey. But when I get back to work, I'm definitely focusing on my business. Another reason why I need to get the fuck up out of here, because I'm so limited. I'm so limited being around here. And it's like, I don't want to take too many people coming here. And then it's like, yeah, I travel most of the time, but that causes me money because it's like whenever I travel, it's easier to have multiple people come to me and schedule blocks versus me trying to go out my way traveling from this part of town to this part of town to this part of town, this part of town. Because it's like even with factoring in that it's like, I like to have the wax already pre-warmed. And it's like even if I have my own car, depending on how far away you are, excuse me, y'all. Depending on how far away you are, it's like the wax might get cold anyways, and then we have to wait, and then it's like, yeah, and then it's like, ugh. It's so much shit with, traveling. I don't like to do too much when traveling to the people's houses. And then especially in the midst of this Rona. Lord, I need to put this shit on darn on silent. Let me put this on silent. But yeah, it's like, especially with the Rona, I'm definitely canceling out traveling for now on for the foreseeable future. I don't like to do too many services anyways because like I said, with waxing, it gets difficult to maintain the heat of the wax, and then you got to wait for the wax to warm back up at the person's house. You got to have your own outlet cords and all that. I got to have the table brought with me and all that. It's like, that's too much heavy lifting and shit. I'd rather have a stationary room. And then, unfortunately, the one person that I finally was darn on working out of a good buddy's darn on spot that she had. And unfortunately, that's up in the air because of this darn on Rona to the point where, honey, she done gave up on her darn on lease, honey. She done started requesting for a refund back. And then the place she was already working at was questionable anyways in regards to, the fact that it was a lot of shit going on there as well. So she already didn't halfway like the darn on management as it is. And now the manager trying to hold up all the deposits and shit that people don't pay in advance for these darn on rooms that people are not using because we legally can't even be in said rooms. I do need a car though for when I get ready to rent this salon because it looks like the only decent salon suite is in damn Raleigh, North Carolina because the one we got in Fayetteville, the walls are so thin for what they are saying. What in the hell is my thing? Honey, what am I doing wrong, y'all? Y'all see I got the shit on mute and I'm still hearing the darn on beeper go off. Like, why is it not fully muting for the notification? Oh, now I see it. So it mutes for different things. So I need to mute the notification. Okay, y'all fancy Samsung. See, I ain't noticed this shit. See, when I had my Samsung Galaxy S4, I'm just used to when it goes on mute, I'm thinking it mutes everything. Now it got it where it only mutes certain things. Like I can mute only media notifications, mute just notifications in general. Honey, that's why I don't need no Samsung Galaxy S20. Hell, I'm doing enough just trying to learn with this one, honey. And I really needed this just for my camera quality. But yeah, I'm definitely keeping up on my business endeavors. But hell, y'all got to think this shit is going to have us out of school until August, and technically I can keep the unemployment going up until July as far as $700 some a week. So technically another 8 weeks for June and July. So I can actually finesse this in a way where I can get the house and the car. So I can have the best of both worlds, as Hannah Montana say. You got the best of both worlds. You got the best of both worlds. Honey, I can have the best of both worlds when all this shit is done, honey. As long as I keep up on my certification, my weekly certifications, honey, I can get my house with this first set of back payment that they're giving me. And with me working aesthetics when we open back on May 22nd, honey, let me not push back the day, bitch. Oh, no, God, we already been waiting long enough. But with me going back to work at doing aesthetics on May 22nd, or worst case scenario, June 5th, hopefully no longer than that, I can maintain my rent and all of that. On top of, I can finally get me a new computer that meets, work from home requirements. I'm looking into a 22-inch desktop monitor. Obviously, with my bedroom. Yeah, it's time to move, y'all. It's like I would have to move my little TV, get the clothes packed up in the closet, which is already about full. Y'all see how small my closet is. And then that's my only drawer, y'all. So it's like, yeah, that what limits me with the work from home job opportunities. But I can definitely, because I've actually had to deny some because I didn't have the right computer equipment. But honey, soon as this darn on back payment hits your girl, honey, and I get up in our darn on house, honey, I'm flying. I already got the darn on guy in my phone to give me the darn on. He would travel to me. He's all the way in Elizabethtown. But due to this Rona and, with me and all this, not having a car being compromised, he's willing to go out the way to meet me in Fayetteville. And I can darn on screen the computer and all that before even payment and all. Child, boo. I'm going to quickly get that darn on computer up in my darn on house. He has several different darn on ones to choose from, too. So I have my home base. I'll be working back from home based businesses, doing little gig jobs here and there, focusing on my aesthetic business from the house, doing a little bit more modeling demonstrations until I find a secure location. And then from there, because this is where it gets difficult, because it's like this shit is predicted to pop back off in the fall. And it's like, I don't want to be in a situation where I pay too many months in advance and then I done paid you and I'm not being able to utilize the room because of the state, law. Because they say this shit's going to happen sometime back in the darn gone fall, in the fall or winter come this year. So I'm thinking I need to find somebody that pays month to month. And that's another thing about the one in Raleigh. The one in Raleigh is a month to month. I don't have to worry about, a 3-6 year lease. It's a month to month. That's what I need to be. So I definitely would need the car for that as well. I would love for it to be a decent one in Fayetteville, but we don't have one in Fayetteville. It's only one, and the walls are thin as fuck. It's the Phoenix Salon Suite in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And unfortunately, I've heard too many complaints about the darn on Phoenix Salon Suite. I look into them one more time to see if they finally darn on added some darn on thickness to them walls, honey. But it's like it's too many cosmetologists up in there for esthetician to work in. Although the benefit is you can have access to the rooms 24 hours. So if you have late night stripper clients need Brazilian waxing and all that, honey, you can definitely work. Although technically it's supposed to be advised you don't supposed to wear nothing tight within 24 hours of being waxed. But some of our clients are hard headed. That's why we have post care products to help out with that. So definitely got my business plan in set. That's the main thing first, because once again I'm looking to get the fuck up out of here. For y'all to know, I deal with a certain person with a certain darn on habit that he's my darn on business, because it's like she wants to be up all night partying with her TV up loud, talking to her fellow darn on junkie buddies. Then bitch and complain about being late to get up for work in the morning, and then she acts like it's my fault. And then you don't want me to use your darn on car. Now I was surprised that last week she finally took her own car to work, because the guy that picks her up decided to take a person a week off. But it's like you're not trying to darn gonna help me out. You've been trying to heed me. This shit supposed to be temporary, with us staying together, and this shit has turned into going on 5 years. It was not meant to be this long. And I'll make a video about that within itself, about why it took me until this point to finally be in a situation to get the fuck up out of here. I'm tired of darn gone paying hell, I don't mind paying the full set of bills. If it means for a peace of mind. Honey, me darn gone paying darn gone half the light bill and all the cable is not worth this shit. Honey, just give me a full darn gone rent at this point, for me to be able to walk into my own house where I don't have to be subject to cigarette smoke and other darn narcotic smoke, honey. Where I can have access to my freezer without it being. Now that's the one thing I am going to miss with this bitch. You know, the low on the chicken, honey. She gets darn on 100 pounds of chicken for like $40. So yeah, I will miss that, honey. That 40 pounds of chicken for darn on. But hell, she could probably still darn on get me a deal as well. It's just I come pick up the shit because I don't even want her to know where I stay at, honey. It's a shame. But me and my mother, we are cordial at best, honey. We're roommates, honey. That's it. We're cordial at darn on best. We're tolerable of each other. It's best if we love each other from a damn far. But yeah, that with that chicken though, she don't have a deep freezer. She done got her $1,200, and do you think that she went and got a deep freezer? No. Now y'all know we got a white 18 cubic feet doggone refrigerator. It's not like we got no big old 30 cubic feet or 25 or even a 23. We got an 18 cubic feet doggone refrigerator. And this bitch want the doggone try to stuff all the chicken up in there and then try to squeeze a loaf of bread up in there to freeze because she got another bread all the way down. It's like, girl, your priorities are messed up. Why didn't this is how I think. It's like if I'm storing that much food, I will go and invest $300 in a deep freezer at that point. What else? For bread storage. Yeah, keeping it in the freezer store the shelf life, but guess what? You could also put it in a bread thing. You can get that for like $15 at Walmart. She's steady buying the water. She don't. It's like, girl, I understand we don't like to share stuff too tough, but I ain't that darn on stingy where you can't darn gonna utilize my water. My water pitcher. I got a zero water filter, and this child still goes out and gets the regular bottles of water. And I'm like, why? Now I understand now because at the job they done shut down all the darn on water fountains at Pilgrims. So I understand her now getting the water bottles now. But just for the water bottles to drink at the house, I'm like, why? Why? When I done went and got this darn on water filter where you can drink the water from the darn on thing and it takes down all the impurities and shit. I'm so ready to get the fuck up out of here. Only thing now is I don't want to pay darn on Spectrum that darn on 400. I don't think I owe them. I need to see if I still owe them that $400 damn of that darn on payment, honey. Y'all know when they disconnect, they want to tap on everything. Like I only owed y'all technically like about $200. Y'all want to tap on all types of disconnection fees and all that shit. And next thing I know, the darn on bill up to $400 damn dollars. Yeah, child, boo. Hopefully my darn on contact. Damn. See, I don't want to get the triple package. It's like I got a contact which he can darn on hook me up without having to use my social security number and shit. But the only caveat is he wants you to sign up for the triple package. That way he gets the maximum commission. Then you can downgrade all the shit later. But you know how it is when you're trying to downgrade from Spectrum. Like, I got to see if I can at least get that offer from him without getting the equipment up in here. Like, except for my internet box or whatever. And then of course I got to change these passwords and stuff out for her because she ain't wanting to go back to the traditional one. It took her some time to learn about the Spectrum app, but now she learned, honey, she don't want to go back to paying about damn near $200 a month. So I got to teach her about what happens if the power goes out and all this damn shit. And then she still complains when sometimes the she has problem accessing it from her darn on rinky-dink TV, not the one on the wall, y'all. Now that shocked me. She finally splurged on a 50-inch 4K television. Honey, I'm wearing her down. She's come a long way. My mother is so old school that it's so. I told y'all she's the type that she just got a Facebook account in 2016, but She don't know nothing about the wheel. Like if you take the Facebook icon off her phone, honey, she wouldn't know how to get to Facebook through the browser. She don't know where the power button is on a laptop or anything, honey. So it's like, yeah, I'm glad that you went and got this darn on high definition television, but girl, did you really have to get one with web based applications and you don't even know how to surf the damn web? Like you just went too fancy, honey. Priorities fucked up. You ain't got no freezer for all this darn on meat that you keep wanting to bring in. But you done went and got a TV that you can't in hardly darn on work damn shit. Like what are you gonna do when I'm gone? And the thing is she never thought that this day was gonna come. She has sabotaged me time and time again. Y'all know my story on my business channel. If not, y'all go check that out where I told you she did everything she did to help me not be able to get back to my darn on job at Pilgrims. Then I got a job opportunity for $20 an hour at a darn on spot in Raleigh. Honey, she darn on didn't want me to use the car, so I had to deny that damn job. I went into a depression. It wasn't until my aunt put me on at the schoolhouse that I finally started working. And then here comes the damn Rona, honey, fucking shit up for me. So she's gonna, she done sabotage every single turn for me not to be able to get out of here. But honey, that shit's changing now, honey. Honey, after darn on, now I take some blame too for the first darn on 2 years of not really pushing myself to the fullest. But after the first 2 years, it's like now she aided in some darn on set because by the time I made it to the damn plant, and I could have easily fought to get myself back up in there, and she didn't give me access to the car to darn on get to the job. That's what fucked me up right there. And then, like I said, the other job, $20 an hour. She knew I would have been up out of this bitch within 3 months. And it's like it's a shame that she wants to be still codependent on me. Like you would think the shit is the opposite. You would think most 27-year-olds living with their mother is the child being dependent on the mother. But it's like this bitch is somewhat dependent on me. It's like she cannot get herself up. Like she literally be partying till 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And it's supposed to be my responsibility to wake you up to darn gonna go to your job. I supposed to darn gonna tell you when to go to the store. Let's go to the store to get these darn on items. Telling you when the darn on store is gonna close. It's like, girl, what is you gonna do when I get out of here? I still got to come travel back here for 2 things. For her crazy ass to help her out occasionally with this damn TV and shit. Make sure she don't burn herself up. And I swear, bitch can't darn gonna cook water. She can't boil water. Darn gonna put water on for hot dogs, and then wake up and darn gonna smoke up the house. Honey, I be afraid that she might darn gonna die. Another thing is I got to look into some darn on life insurance when I leave here. Like she already got some life insurance through the job, but that shit's only for $50,000. And she done split the shit between me and her darn on deadbeat son that she ain't in. Like, hell, you didn't raise neither one of us. But it's like, bitch, I'm here with you darn on making sure you don't burn yourself up in the house. And you couldn't even do the liberty of giving me the 100% of your darn on measly $50,000 insurance because she think I'm going to get rich off her ass. It's like, girl, that's where your priorities are. Well, you think 50K is really doing something. And then you darn on split the darn on insurance up halfway, and I'm the one here. It's so much to that shit. Like I said, that's a story within itself. But I'm gonna have to take out my own insurance on her because I can see, unfortunately, especially when they talk about giving a $2,000 stimulus check. I say, oh God. And then they talk about backdating that shit too. The March, oh Lord Jesus. Damn, I be afraid that the insurance might not even, I might get insurance on her and she might be dead next month. She might not even, the insurance might not even take her because it's still got to be a certain window. Like you just can't take insurance out on somebody and then they drop dead the next day. They automatically gonna find that shit suspicious. They be like, now wait a minute. You just applied for this insurance one day and it ain't in 30 days later and the person's already dead, like, you know they're gonna pin that shit. Even if the person died of unnatural causes. I mean, died of natural causes, some shit, they're gonna hold that shit up just based off the time frame. And even if you get darn on whole life instead of term life, they still want to try to debate that damn shit. So hopefully, you know, I'm not trying to wish it upon her, but if she gonna quote, at least let it be 6 months after I darn gonna get this policy. That way I have somewhat of a sufficient claim, honey. And it ain't about getting rich off of or nothing like that shit. It's not like I'm taking out $1 million insurance policy, because number one, you got to show insurable interest for anything of that type of magnitude. And it's like they ain't about to prove her for no $1 million. But what I can do is take out one for maybe 100, and because it's like, hell, I'm the one that's gonna be darn on liable for all her bills afterwards. Her darn old son don't know nothing about the landlord. It's like I'm the one that got to come through and clean up the house, and the oldest son don't know nothing about her friends and family down here, so I'm gonna have to deal with the stress of distributing shit out to said family members and all that bullshit. So since I'm going to have to deal with all that, hell, it's only befitting that I have my own insurance policy to deal with the darn on stress of all that, like past hospital bills and all that bullshit. And then the car is like, hell, I don't want your car. Like, who's going to get the car? I might save that for, my younger cousin, the teenage girl, if y'all been on my channel long enough, y'all know who I'm talking about. I have an older cousin who done became a junkie, and her 3 kids are now, with their respective, two of them are with the oldest cousin's father, and the other one is with his siblings, because I told y'all about his father recently died of cancer. So yeah, unfortunately he's now, being raised by his siblings. And we got to see about them, meeting up on weekends and stuff to know it's a lot. So yeah, it's a lot on my mind, y'all. But I'm so grateful that this money is finally coming. Like I said, a change is finally going to come with me, honey. It's been so many years. I felt myself being complacent as well. Like I don't I even though I'm still persevering and trying to push through, and y'all seen that, it's like, even looking back at my videos over the past couple of years, I felt that I allowed negative people just make me complacent, where I just settled for the minimum. Like I've had big goals and dreams of being like, I thought I would have made $1 million by the time I was 21. Now I'm 27. That shit ain't happening. So it's like, with this Rona, I'll be lucky if I'm looking at maybe $10,000 this year. But nope, we gonna change that, honey. Even in spite of this shit, I'm looking to make $100,000 or more this year. I'm speaking into existence. I'm looking to defy the odds and gross $100,000 at the minimum. My long-term goal is to have my own skincare line, be able to buy my own house out by the time I'm 30, or at least look into a modular home by next year. Get my credit up where I would be looking into getting a piece of land, especially with now that they can, combine the land and the modular home all under the same contract. I would go that route, especially if I get to choose the land area where I want to be at as well. Child, that's what I'm thinking at. Versus the people around me, they're content with renting apartments all their life. Like, I don't even like apartments. I want to be in a house, first of all. Even if I'm renting, I'd rather rent a house versus an apartment. I don't want to deal with neighbors. I don't want to deal. I mean, I deal with neighbors, but not neighbors attached to me where I can hear through the walls and shit. Like that. That's just too close to come. No, I don't want to deal with it no more. Late night booming with the radio and shit with them. And then they finally get gone. Here you is starting up with your darn on antics. I don't want no roommates. I don't want no neighbors. Let me be peaceful with me, myself, and I. Only thing I'm going to miss is my cat. I don't think I'm going to be able to convince this darn half domestic cat to go with me, honey. So I'm going to have to get me some new cats. Now, there's some new stray cats around that area as well. But I done got so used to this one, I'm going to miss my darn on cat. I wish I could darn on take him with me, honey. But unfortunately, I don't think he's going to get in the car and go with me. He ain't that domesticated. Like, he'll let me pet him and all that and give him cat food and stuff. But I ain't never really picked that cat up. So I don't know how, moving them to a whole nother area. And especially since, the cat is not in the house. The cat still roams and everything. And he just naturally comes every morning for the cat food and then goes off about his business. And, keeps the rat population down. Thank goodness I can say, even though I've lived in North Carolina my entire life, I've never experienced a rat nor a mouse ever in the house. I've dealt with roaches in the past, never dealt with a mouse. And I want to keep it that way. Thank God for this darn old cat population in Fayetteville, honey. They keep the mice under control, and there's some additional cats around that area because I see that there's some mice. Because it shocked me because I'm not even used to seeing mice, but I was walking one day and I seen the darn old mice run near the house that I'm even thinking about. I was like, oh my goodness, I can't deal. And then I remember my cousin, the junkie before she fell fully off the wagon. She stayed further down the street from the house that I'm thinking about getting. And she was complaining about mouse issues. I was like, mm-mm. Like I said, I ain't never slept with. Honey, I scream bloody murder if I darn gonna see the darn gonna mice, honey, in the house. Honey, yeah, I be darn gonna about tossing shit when I see a darn gonna water bug up in the house. Can y'all imagine if it's a mice in this bitch, an actual mammal? Oh, hell no. But when she was staying down there, that was before we got all these darn on cats running up and down the street. Now with all these abundance of cats, I don't think I have to worry about any mice, honey. But like I said, I'll be so glad. It don't sound like it now, but honey, we gonna be jumping up and down, honey. When I get them darn on keys, I'm speaking into existence now, just like the other house that I was looking into. And I don't know how the other people got in the house before me. It's like the person never had no sign in the yard. I was looking on all the rental sites. I couldn't get no information on the house. Next thing I know, because I told y'all I planned on being in that house this month right here because I was working at the schoolhouse. I told y'all by May I was going to be in that house, and then the Rona hit. Now this house opened up, and it's actually a better opportunity of a house for me. And but the thing is, it also don't have no information out there. So what I'm going to do is fuck that shit. I'm going to put a note on the damn door. It's like, I ain't missing out on this one, honey. I'm going to put a note on the damn door, make sure the door closed so if it rains, matter of fact, I need to go ahead. I still got some, what's the thing called when you put it in the plastic? I can't think of the actual name of it, but I got some of those where if it rains, it won't hit the paper, plastic coverings. So yeah, I'm going to get my tape, put the letter in the plastic covering and tape it to the darn on door. So even if it rains, it won't hit the letter. Because I'm serious about this darn on house. As long as it's not over $700 a month, honey, I'm getting that damn house. They can charge upwards $700 a month. I will gladly pay that shit faithfully, long as it ain't nothing serious out of there. Because I'm still wondering why the other people left out so abruptly. It was about 6, 7 people up in there as well. And they finally fixed the siding on the house. That was the only thing where I didn't want that house in at the beginning because it was like the siding of the house was off, but they done fixed it up outside. But I'm trying to see like, okay, now what's going on with the inside? But if the inside is doing decent, if it got central air, hell, even if it don't have central air, at least if it at least has central heating, I can work if it at least has central heating. And it looks like it does have a furnace or something. So I know it has to have at least some sort of heat. But if it has AC, that would be a plus. Now, if it doesn't have central AC. It's gonna be like, y'all better not be charging more than $650 if I got to supply my own AC unit. Cause it's like, due to how big the house is, it's like, damn, I'm gonna have to come off some money because I'm gonna have to have an AC unit for my room and for the damn living room, honey. Like, god damn. So yeah, hopefully it has its own AC unit as well. But I would know in due time and keep y'all updated. And then of course y'all know we're gonna have to do a home tour, baby. And this time y'all will see the home tour. Y'all won't get cheated out of this darn home tour, y'all. 6 years later, y'all will finally get to see a DivaWuan home tour, baby. Not no more of these virtual tours, but y'all will actually get to see a damn home tour. And then, we got to slowly build up over time with furniture and all of that. Because y'all know for the first month or so, it's just going to be my bedroom furnished with all this. I won't have nothing in the living room, honey. Like I was saying, I won't have nothing in the living room until I go to the furniture store. And it's like, well, hell, nobody really coming to my house like that anyway. So it's like, I don't really need to go all out with trying to furnish all that within the first month anyways. But still, I don't want to have no complete empty house. So it'll be, y'all will continuously see me adding to my house in real time. So, and then I get to record anytime that I want to. I don't have to worry about, like, if I want to record early in the morning, I don't have to worry about somebody overhearing me wondering what I'm talking about. Late at night, I can do some real life darn on reactions. I can't do none of that because some of the days that Miss Demon Lady wants to take off, or my neighbors acting too loud and ratchet outside. Like, I won't have to deal with none of that if I get this darn on particular house in question. So definitely tomorrow, and besides, I need to get this cat some more cat food anyway. I'm going to have a letter and I'm going to put it on the door because this time I'm serious about getting this motherfucking house. I'm dead serious. Soon as my money come and I get this walk through the house and everything's legit, honey, I'm putting down my deposit, getting the darn gonna move. Now, see, that's the only thing I got to worry about though. I got to wait until phase 2 because y'all know I think movers and shit don't qualify in phase 1 because once again, social distancing and all that. I don't think the U-Haul people will be able to come through phase 1. And technically, I won't have to worry about that no way because, like I said, the card won't come until like the 21st. I still got to get confirmation from the darn on landlord. They might have to prep the house first because that carpet was a tad bit brown. Like, it wasn't dirty. Like, it was a natural beige. That might be the color of the carpet, but they might want to fix it up a little bit because there was some nicks and nats on. That's why I said they damn sure can't charge more than $700 a month. Like, it ain't slumlord, but it's like it ain't doggone prestige condition either. So it's like, it's not like when this apartment was in prestige condition upon it being written, and this is only $450. But once again, it's an apartment though. This is a doggone house with its own doggone driveway. Uh, so yeah, it's like 700 is the most I'm paying for it. Anything over, honey, I got to search for something else, honey. I ain't, especially the neighborhood is in. It's like, granted, it's off Murchison Road, but still, you within the facility, baby. It's like, yeah, I ain't paying no $800-900 for something. Oh no, God, honey, I might as well go into Broaddale at those prices, honey. So it's like, yeah, we got, and then it's no garage either, honey. I need you to stick within 650 to 700. Now, if it's under that, honey, I'm running the darn gonna pay. Honey, if he say something low like 550 or 600, honey, I'm rushing the darn gonna give a paper. Bitch, I pay a month in advance too. Honey, let me give you this darn gonna deposit, partial month payment, up month and another month, honey. If you say the shit $550, $600. But honey, if it's darn on 700, yeah, I'm doing the bare minimum. And then make sure my payments maintain up there. Hopefully they don't go. It's judging by the last neighbors, I don't think I'm gonna have to deal with no intensive background verification of income and all that damn shit based off of the last folks that was up in that darn on shit. So I ain't have to worry about that. And besides, I could mention about my job that's starting back in August. The fact that my unemployment is going to be $700 a week until July, and then I'm still doing my aesthetics. So that's enough sufficient income where I can prove that I can maintain the house if they talk about income verification. and we'll work from there. Like I said, get my furniture, keep up my credit. Oh, get me a credit card too, because now that I got all this debt off my darn on credit report, and now I don't have a sufficient credit. I don't have no credit usage, and that's a high impact on your credit. So I got to get me a credit card just to have it where I might get one for like $1,000, something like that, and then I just pay my light bill with it every month, and hopefully if the landlord doesn't come and collect cash, if he accepts payment through card or something, that will also help me utilize it every month. Or I just do general shopping on it and just pay the balance off. That way it keeps up, it builds up the credit. So yeah, I need to get me a $500 to $1,000 credit card, and that'll jump my credit score immediately like to the 600s, because right now it's 4090, but it's not due to any outstanding negative debt outside like $200 in student loan, which I pay that too. That'll jump my credit score probably like 525, and then as soon as I get the darn on credit card, that'll probably jump me up to close to 600, because once again, now that I got nearly all the bad debt off my darn on credit report, the only thing making my score still low is because now I don't have no type of activity on my account. Like I don't have no credit accounts, and that's a high usage on your report. So as soon as I open me up one account, I'll probably jump up to 600. And then when we think about getting the car, that'll probably what get me up into like the upper 600s. And then over time, I will gradually get into the 700s club. And then all my teeth. So it's so much stuff I'm going to be doing, honey. Like I said, I'm so darn grateful for this blessing, honey. One thing about this Rona is gonna finally potentially put not even potentially, it's going to get me up out of here. I don't know why I'm still thinking optimistic. I done seen that I was approved and shit. I just am still in a state of awe that after all this time, I'm finally darn free. Freedom! Woo! Honey, a girl is finally free, bitch. Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, help me lose. Hey, hey, freedom, where are you? I break chains. Okay, let me stop, y'all. My darn on all tone ass. I know y'all saying no, bitch. Now I know you ain't darn gonna be an all off pitch with darn gonna be, honey. But anyways, yeah, I can go on all day, but I save it for more videos. But like I said, I'm so grateful that I'm finally fixing to be the fuck up out of here. I'm speaking into existence. Let's just hope that I can get this house, honey. Cause I ain't trying to do no darn house search like that. I will if I have to. If I don't get this, but this one, I really want this one. I really want this one. Like I said, tomorrow I'm going to put a darn paper on the door, surrounded in a plastic covering. That way, when the landlord does open up that bitch, honey, they'll see my information, my phone number, and everything, honey. And just in case y'all wonder, well, what if a stranger comes to the door and starts calling you, honey? It's my Google number, so it's like, child, I ain't worried about that. Nah, I ain't gonna be that dumb to give my actual phone number, but I have my darn on first name only, not my full government. But and then a brief description that I'm interested in the property. This is how you can contact me, to converse about, walkthroughs and payments and all of that. Like I said, I'm feeling optimistic that this is going to happen. Worst case scenario is, honey, me and my sister going to have to, we just going to have to get in that car of hers, and we're going to have to go on another house search, honey. That's the worst case scenario. And then I definitely going to have to get me a car immediately, because it's like, if it's outside of this area and I actually have to travel to, I have to start taking Uber too much to the store, it's like, yeah, I might as well get me a car. But I'm thinking about saving the car until maybe September, like when I go back to work at the school. If I'm not doing financially successful by then with my aesthetics, my aesthetics business might pop off real good by then. My mood, I can already sense that when I get in this house and get settled, honey, my mood will change for the whole better, honey. Hell, that might finally spark this growth back real good in my hair. Y'all know the darn on stress really what took my hair out, exacerbated the male pattern baldness. I'll be able to actually work on my hair a lot more. Once I get in the house, so much. Um, I won't be tempted with certain foods. Because I won't be around it. I'll be able to make my vegan macaroni. Like I got everything for the vegan macaroni. They didn't have no darn on mustard seed at the darn on store though. That's the only thing left. So and then once again, can't get her to move to the store again. So that's why I'd be so glad I won't have to deal with crazy shit like that. I'll be able to get in my own car, go to the darn on Hispanic store because I know that the Hispanic store got it shit. Got the I go get my little mustard seed, get me some cauliflower and all of that, and whip me up some darn on vegan macaroni and cheese. Um, the cauliflower actually is a substitute for like the cheesiness. I could be making me vegan pizzas and all that. Imitation darn on bacon. It's a recipe with soy sauce and coconut oil and certain spices where it literally tastes like bacon. I'm ready to be on my vegan kick, honey. And I know I can do all of that once I get the fuck up out of here. But that is it, y'all. I done talked y'all head off long enough. We'll talk more about my plans, especially when the darn going money have arrived, honey. But right now, I'm just gonna get off here. Darn gonna catch up with Real Housewives of Atlanta, see what happened with these girls last night on the virtual reunion. Do a few darn on purchases. One thing I have been doing is this is the greatest time for me to darn on start getting in equipment and stuff early. So I'm looking into more equipment for my spa business. Looking into more stuff to purchase as far as when clients come in. I have items on hand. Oh, and my PPE, staying up to date because gloves are so hard to come by. I'm stacking up on gloves. I'm holding off on masks to see what they're going to do with this mask recommendation. So, more likely we will have to wear masks, but I can't see the client having to wear the mask, especially with us doing facial services on them. So, I ain't trying to go too crazy with the mask, but I talk more about that in more videos. So, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all soon with more videos. Mwah.